so I am joined by my beautiful friends, and we're going to be discussing the best, most handsome men in the UK. And we are going to be discussing their features and characteristics, what we think, a fine man possesses. So first of all, we'll introduce ourselves.
I'm Lily Wiltshire. I'm from London, originally from Kilburn, and my Instagram is Lily Wiltshire.
Hi, I'm Crystal Chaplin Walsh, and my Instagram handle is She Does Fitness.
I'm Brown Sugar, as you all know. My Instagram is @itsbrownsugar_kiss or X.
Hey, I am Peachy Suze 2. Well, Peachy Susie 2 on Instagram. I'm a comedian, and hit us up. We're all single.
Woo.
Yes, needed that.
So now y'all ready to get into it?
So ready to
Get into it.
What makes a man sexy?
Oh, I hear a big sigh.
Because there's so many things. Like, there's so many things that can make a man just...
I have to, I'm not trying to cut our short guys out, but for me anyway, my track record is 6 foot plus. That really does it for me. Like, I spot that guy from a very long way.
How tall are you, though?
Let's not get into
You know why I asked that? Because short women love to take the big, tall men from us. I'm 5'9".
My friends get onto me all the time.
Oh,
I'm 5'2", but I could know a guy that's 6'2" straight away.
And you'll be the first person he goes for. Tall men love short women.
But you know what? I seen a guy. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah, go on.
I saw a guy on TikTok, and he's like 7 foot, and he does this thing on TikTok where he shows the something like this, and he shows what his ideal height is, and he doesn't like short women. He's he prefers a woman that he can actually look. That's true. You're right.
Because I'm 5'2", 6'2". The spooning is perfect.
Yeah.
Oh. The spooning element.
Meanwhile,
Perfect.
the short king, I'm 5'9" and 5'7" guys be like, hey, big mama. Yeah. Can I come climb that? Like, get down there.
No,
So height.
Okay, so height's important for you.
Yes.
What
So what's at the top of the list, right? So number one on the list, when you meet a guy, what is at the top for sexiness? Is it height?
For me, it's hygiene.
Grooming.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene's important.
I agree with that, right? That would be my number one, what attracts me to a man. But you can't see how attractive a man is from a picture.
That's true.
So off of first, across the room, we're in a club. He looks good. What attracts us to him? So we already know height. So I guess height would be kind of number one.
Yeah.
I'm
But if
really
you
strong
sit it
on
down,
features as well. I really like features in terms of your facial bone structure, how symmetrical your face is, how close together or wide apart your eyes are.
I don't know about all of that. Definitely the jawline,
definitely
though.
do, because I feel like, people with their eyes too wide apart or too close together, I think of people's bigger purpose. What's your true purpose? Where your family is your DNA? Does it come from hunters? Why are your eyes that wide apart?
You think
people
deep.
whose eyes are too close together.
Hunters. Why?
People whose eyes are too close together, I always feel like there's evilness in them.
Oh, don't I?
It's a bit superstitious.
Yeah, but it's I've been told,
Yeah.
I've actually had people say that when people's eyes are close together, all the murderers and stuff that have been serial killers.
The eyes are
We're totally going off topic right now, but
I've never
quite
heard
close
that.
together.
Yes. Oh, they're
I have heard that.
cross-eyed as
I have
well.
heard that.
But I'm not trying to throw no shade on anyone. I'm just saying what stands out for me.
you.
But I love features, symmetrical features. I love bone structure. I do like big jaws. I've got quite a big jaw. Well, it fits my face,
You know
But,
what's crazy? I like men with when something's wrong with their eyes. Actually, I like ugly guys.
Yeah.
I do. You cannot be a fine man. There's something about you that has to be off that makes you so sexy because you stand out.
Yeah. I hear
Maybe
that.
that's what Beyonce went for. And
Maybe
Jay-Z.
you might be
Maybe.
right. You might be right.
To be fair. And he's actually got handsome over the year. More handsome.
No, not with that hair.
He has. He's got better over the
I
years.
feel
He was more handsome when he was
everything has
younger.
kinda worked for
Yes,
him.
yes.
I feel like he's grown
He's
into
grown
his
into himself.
grown man where you'd look at him and be like, ooh.
That's
little
because
bit
he's
more.
a billionaire.
That's
If he
He's got
wasn't
more
a
mature.
billionaire, everybody would be like,
So for me personally, what stands out for me across the room without being able to see height, let's just say he's sitting down. Let's just say he is in a regular, I don't know, Nike Tech tracksuit. Where in a regular club, he's just sitting down. He's not doing too much. You can't see a watch. You can't see what's going on with him. Is the way how he communicates with other people.
100%.
Like,
Aura.
you know, like you can see a boss.
Yeah.
See, you my twin.
See a boss.
You my twin over
Like,
there.
you know when that man's just like,
The aura, about like the
It's
presence
aura.
of him.
it's like you know that this, it may not necessarily be you. You can't always tell about his pockets. You can't always tell about his personality. But a confident man is very important.
A commanding man. I need a commanding man because
Yeah.
I do a lot in my day to day, and I need someone that's just so bossed up. It just makes me feel like, do you know what? I know what I do, but let me just chill.
Yeah.
Let me just show you got it.
Bossed up, do you have to have the background on that?
Bossed up by, when you talk about aura, like how people communicate with him, the respect that he commands. It could just be by a waiter, waitress. It could be by friends, peers. Like the way how he commands his space. I love that.
Okay, when you say, sorry, I got to tap into
That's
it.
power,
When
I
you
would
say
say.
command.
Power.
Definitely, I like
Power.
I like
Be a bit
power,
oppressive.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Commanding.
I
For
don't like
me,
someone commanding.
I like a humble man, but a humble man that also knows his worth.
Yeah, all of
You
that.
know, like
works.
not necessarily
that
like
works.
he's got like I always like when I see a man and he's got like a whole bunch of yes men around him.
No.
That does not turn.
That's
me on.
weak.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
weak.
a
Yeah,
whole
that's
bunch of men. I don't care who you are. I don't
That's
care
weak.
if you Jay-Z. If you got 20 guys around you like,
Then,
I want
yeah.
him to be like, chill, bro. You good?
See, I like shooters, like the shooter.
Yeah.
Not
You like
people
the
who actually the
low-key-
shoot.
the low-key
But
back
I
in
love
the
the
back
low key
shooter.
one who is in the back.
me
He ain't
too.
saying nothing.
Me
He's sipping
too.
his drink. He's looking, and I'm like, that's the guy who will protect me.
But that's the boss. That's the boss.
That you?
Oh, he
No,
might be
not
the
all the
shooter.
time.
Rich nigga, he might be
Be the
broke.
shit-
Sometimes
the
the
right
boss
hand
is not
man.
even
Might
in the
be broke.
picture. But you know what I like though? I like guys who because when I was more younger, I used to like guys who were overtly kind of dominant, right, and very masculine. Masculine means many things, but I used to like those guys who would appear to be the boss, to be the big guy. But I now, since like the past 5 years or so, when I've been moving in different circles, I've started to notice the guys who really have the power don't ever act like it, and they don't want people to know.
That's correct.
Facts.
So they're actually
correct.
quite humble, quite quiet. They seem like they're geeky. Do you see what I mean? I really dislike the guys who try and prove themselves
They
too
don't need
much.
to be loud.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bosses,
Insecurity.
Yeah.
bosses are not
But
loud.
you know why
Those guys
those
who try and or they
those are usually these guys.
I like guys who can command things, but with being pleasant and polite.
Yeah.
You know, like, could you pass me this, please? Rather than, right, all of you lot in here, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do, because then I feel like you're trying to prove to me that you're
Yeah,
a
that's
boss,
right.
rather than actually demonstrating to me
That's
that you
true.
are a boss. do you
That's
see
right.
what I
Bosses
mean?
don't prove. Bosses
have to
just
prove.
do.
They
They
show,
are what
they
they
do.
are,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah,
who they are. That's in their DNA.
Yeah.
Like,
But as sis was saying, that's giving big dick energy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the ones that have to prove themselves is giving little
that's
dick
correct.
energy.
Yeah.
Without it, I've never like. There's been so many men because I'm in New York, right? So many men you come across, money, this, that. You like, ooh. By the time you get them home, you like, oh, that's why you stood out.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
not standing, sir. That's literally how it is. No, seriously. That's literally how it is. But the ones who are like this,
I
like
could co-sign that. I could co-sign.
quiet,
They're
quiet, in
quiet.
the back. Just, yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
I see you.
And that, nice little slim one that's in the back.
Slim men have these.
they
Yeah,
do.
like
They
the
do.
small
They do. I can't even lie. I can't even lie.
Well,
That
Yeah.
when I tell you, like,
Tupac
first of
said
all, we've been lied to our whole life. When we were younger, they're like, oh, he has big feet. He has a big. No, he does not. If you really want to know, look at his hands. I promise you. If you
I
look
always
at
say that.
look at his hands, you want to know, like,
Look at the measurement from here to here.
Waist?
I
Where do
think
you get
it's
that?
waist.
no.
The
Waist.
guys with the slimmest
No, no,
waist.
darling. No, it's
No.
feet and
Sometimes
Try
hands.
that one out. Try that
You
one
gotta
out.
do
Try that
hands.
Feet,
one out. Try that
hands,
one out.
and nose. Feet, hands, nose. That's
Nah,
that's the
nah,
mathematical
No,
I
equation.
want one with a
Tell us
big
about the
ass
nose.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
like,
heard
tell me
about
No,
the nose.
honestly,
Is it long
Like-
nose or big nose?
A bit of both. So girth is the width,
Okay.
Right?
and the length is the length.
I knew
Yeah.
that I love Negroid features for a reason.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, it's part
I
of the
joke, I joke.
mathematical equation. The nose, the hands and the feet.
Do you know what?
You know
I'm
what?
gonna go around trying that and get.
She's gonna agree with me when she does
you
her
know why?
equation.
Because like one of the guys I've dealt with had the biggest. His nose is wide. Like every time I deal with someone who has a wide
Wide
nose,
nose, they
it's
got something
pretty
going on.
pretty lengthy and girthy.
Thank
down
you,
there.
darling. I've done my research.
Everybody's nose like that.
Who do you feel are the UK's most handsome men?
Well, all right. So I'm going to jump in there and I'm
Yeah.
going to say this person I've been around, I think he would never know, but I know. I remember the day. It was maybe, how can I not? It was maybe about 9 years ago. And I went to his show, like his boxing fight after party. Yeah, I did. It was AJ. And I saw him. I was like, oh, he's tall.
And that's Anthony Joshua for the guys. that don't
Anthony
know.
Joshua. Yeah, no, to me, he's a fine specimen.
Fine, daddy.
Fine specimen.
I think he's
I don't
overly
really
good
like
looking.
him.
I
I
think
don't
he's
really
too
get
good
into
looking.
him.
There are some men that are too good. Like,
So we
you got
agree?
good hair, you got good body, everything's good. You're too good looking. You're too
But we agree he's handsome then. That's what we're here for. He's handsome.
He's handsome. He's got nice teeth. He's got
He
nice
has
lips.
nice teeth. That is a feature.
Yeah.
I have a
Nice
question.
teeth.
Would you date him
AJ.
I would date
confidently?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I would date Anthony.
I feel like
From what I know so far, because I'm very much about.
obviously you got to know
the
personality and
characteristics.
stuff and actually what he's like. He might
Yeah,
smell
yeah.
like
But I
beef.
like how his brain works so far from what he puts out there. I like that. And he has good
He
teeth.
seems
has
like a
good teeth.
very nice, intelligent man.
He does,
He's
yes.
very handsome. He's very successful.
And he's given. He's
community
given.
oriented.
He's given.
Yeah, he seems
You know,
like he's doing really. I'm
he
so
does
proud
reach
of
out to
him
young activists.
in society on a whole. But for me
Yeah.
personally, I really don't really like light skin guys.
Not
He
at
still Kind
all.
of gives me light skin, even though
Yeah.
he's not like mixed race light skin. He still gives me light skin. He still gives me pecs. It's still giving me. You're gonna wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Think I'm going gym with you, and I'm like,
He's gonna be in the
That's
mirror
my
longer than
bit.
you. It's too much.
You're expecting me to be on the smoothie diet because you're on the smoothie diet with you.
Can I ask, can we give this one person as the number one, or at least coming from America? This is just number one, but I feel like it's an honorable mention, but also number one, Idris Elba. Like, I think, like, everybody since Stringer Bell, he has been number one. So I feel like even on this list, we all know he's sexy. We don't have to get into it because it's
Yeah, we don't have to-
Idris.
yeah, 'cause it's Idris
like,
Elba.
he's
Yeah.
Idris. He's
him.
fine.
He's
Like,
Everybody
But guess
knows
what?
Idris
He's
is
tall.
fine.
yeah.
He's really tall,
Everyone
and he's.
fancies him.
Can I just add though, tall, broad shoulders. I love that.
Muscly, dark skin.
Love that.
Do you know
Do you know
what?
what? Muscly, yes, but also no.
It's a bit
I just
old
like
for me
an
though, 'cause I
arm.
like guys my age, but what I can say is that his structure is nice.
It is nice.
He's multi-talented. He can act, he can DJ, he can rap, he can sing.
And he does that eye
He's
thing.
married to a beautiful
What
black
eye thing?
She
woman.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what my new
I'm
fetish
here for
is?
Idris
I wasn't
Elba.
feeling this promotion of the COVID vaccines, but I think
Me
that soon
either.
stopped after
Oh,
the
that
community
annoyed
got
me, but
onto
let's
it.
not go
But
into
Yeah, I was like,
Apart
I don't
from
think we
that-
should mention that.
Big up you, Idris.
I agree though.
There was a few of them that did
Yeah,
that
they did
though.
that.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah.
annoying.
Even our AJ, naughty boy AJ, don't do that again. We still love you though. Mwah.
They love
So
it.
who else? So we've got AJ. Who else is
So
out there?
I would say this is my number one, right?
You're number one.
Who I think. So
I feel like
okay.
you're gonna say the same person as me, but go on.
No. My number one, I don't think anybody's going to say. I showed y'all earlier who I think is number one. That is like, so before I came out, I'm from New York, right? Before I came out to London, started coming out here, I did not know black people existed out here. Like, seriously. No, there is a lot of like American people, like, we're not shown that growing up.
Yeah, that's true.
So I saw the movie Blue Story. I saw this actor in Blue Story, and I was like, if these are the fine men in the UK,
Just where you come to the UK
I'm
for.
coming to get pregnant ASAP. Okay? 4 years later, I'm still coming here. Like,
That's
hey,
why she
guys.
here. That's why she here. One of you guys need to lock her up.
Okay, hello. Hello. No, so I don't know if you guys know Junior from
Junior
Blue
who?
Story. Junior
Oh.
Afalabi. I can't say his black, but he is so fine. Oh, he is
No.
tall, chocolate, just
I think I need to look that one up.
yeah.
So that's not the one you showed us.
Yeah, I showed you earlier.
Oh yeah, I put
He's
it on
handsome.
my list.
Yeah, he's
The one with the
fine.
No,
nose.
hold on, wait. Stop, hold on, wait. Let's stop. Let's stop.
Yes.
Isn't it Tigar Alexander?
No.
No.
No,
the
he's
other one.
that's the other one who's fine.
other one.
But I
Show
think
us
like
too.
just fine in general.
Yeah.
Just fine, like chocolate, tall, little thug appeal, like
Fine chocolate tall sounds good to me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I took a trip 1,000 miles away to find other men like that here.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
right.
be good looking.
Yeah,
You've got-
I have to
you've got
co-sign on the
supply.
American thing though, just in case this get in. I from living in the South, you being from New York, I know that like. Well, when I went to New York, I know a lot of people knew like English girls, but I know a lot of like London guys don't go there unless they've got family there. But imagine living in Texas and Atlanta, they didn't even know black people exist at all.
We don't know it.
So yes, it's very nice. I'm loving that the UK guys are coming out and flourishing.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are coming and getting flown out, but it's okay. Yeah, my American friends are getting flown out. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Because you know
I
it's
can't
the
name drop
accent.
right now, but you know who you are.
It's the accent. Like once as Americans we hear that accent, and that's what makes the men
Yeah,
sexier here. It's like, wait a minute, you actually hold a knife, not a gun, but a knife, and you have an accent. It's just it's something sexy about it. Yeah,
Holding a knife.
There's nothing sexy about knife-cried
No,
people.
it's
No,
about knife crime,
nothing.
But, you know,
Yeah.
the thug appeal. It's the thug appeal of
The
it.
Viking jeans in them.
Do you know what? One of my friends actually was just talking on the DM, rapping on the DM, and it was about this topic actually. And he was just like, "What do you like?" And I was just like, to put it in a nutshell, I like a guy that's 6'2" and can be executive when applying himself. But also he has that kind of ghetto gangster side, but doesn't need to come out.
Yeah.
He can do a suit comfortably and he can do a trackie comfortably. Like you would never know when he's wearing a suit that he even wears a trackie.
Yeah.
Like
But see, this is why
Like big
Idris.
tubs. Ooh.
This is why
baby.
Idris Elba, when he
Okay,
played that
yeah.
no, but
character.
that's Bugsy. That's not Big Toes. That's Bugsy Malone.
Darling, we're talking about dress
She's
attire
talking about
here.
big toes.
Yeah, Bugsy.
But they can both dress well.
No, they can.
Bugsy
They
does
can.
dress well.
He dresses very well.
I'm not sexually attracted to Bugsy, right? I do agree. Does dress well in tracksuits, in suits, and
In
stuff like
suits,
that.
yeah.
Big Tobes is hella fine. He has a beautiful wardrobe of clothes. He shows us on his social media, and he dresses so well, whether it's a tracksuit or.
I feel like that's all they wear out here is tracksuits, though. That's all they wear. All the
Men
men
wear
wear
tracksuits
track. That's
everywhere.
it.
I know,
Everywhere
yeah.
you go, it's
Like
tracksuits.
feminism.
Like where are the polos
No.
and the because like you said, the executive like that is a
That's their
man who's
casual.
in like a some nice loafers with a polo shirt and some
That's their
jeans
normal
and
casual.
some good cologne, but
Yeah.
you also keep that thing on you. What?
She's obsessed with that thing. Not that thing, but that thing.
You know. But if you're in the then you
I
know,
know what you're
you know what I'm saying.
You
Like
know
it's that
what-
certain look. Like out here, that's the only thing that if I could change some of the guys out here, some of the guys like they're so I would change the way they dress.
Okay, so-
Put the tracksuit away and look like a grown man.
Outside.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was that's what I was just about to do. I was like, okay. So my number one. I never really used to think he was attractive back in the day, but he's been doing this model thing nowadays. And it's just like this right here, a penny dropper.
I already know who.
Skepta.
Do you know what?
He's number two. He's number two.
Oh, he's number two.
He's number two for me.
Skepta's always been
Okay,
handsome, though.
Skepta's number two.
He's always been the UK's favourite.
He was never my favorite. Back in the
Yeah.
day, I used to love Gets.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love
Way
Jammer
more.
from Boy
I
Better
used
Know.
to love Gets, but Skepta,
He's so fun.
the neck tats, the body, and he's not like too muscly.
Yeah.
But his face is just giving African excellence.
Yeah.
Oh, she's having a moment.
If I could back him, I would back him.
Oh.
So yeah, that part.
We can sister wife him. Hey, Skepta.
Oh yeah. But can I be the sister that shares the room and you the sister that wants in the back room and we call you every so often?
Listen, that's okay with me, girl. Okay. If I can have.
Guess if we have a deal. We have a whole deal.
One big happy family.
All right, so from AJ to, I would actually say, who would I say? I've got five.
Say your top
no,
five.
do you know what? It is Bugsy. We haven't put a lot of emphasis on him, but for me, it's him because when I see those pictures in the suits, oh my gosh, Bugsy, I'm just letting you know you shut it down. Child, you made me have a little bit of a moment. So yeah,
Black, so you can't tell, but
no, can't tell.
So yeah,
Bugsy Malone, I'm here for it.
okay.
Yeah, let's just say I'm here for it.
Yeah, go girl.
Okay.
I really think, if I'm honest, you're a beautiful lady, and
Thank
I
you.
believe that. Bugsy, if you don't come for it, if you're married or you have someone, then okay, cool. But if you don't come for it, you're lost.
yeah,
Period.
exactly.
who's
So
your
yeah,
next one?
my next one. Okay, I've got a couple, and I don't think anybody else is going to say these, right?
Okay.
And I have to say that in the UK, because it's not just London that we're
That's
focusing
true.
on. So if we look up north, I'm going to mention one guy from Birmingham, and his name is Temper. And I'm not sure if you guys know who he is, but he's on Instagram under TEMPO, Tempo. Is it Tempo or Temper? It might be an A on the end anyway, I'm not sure. But yeah, he's from Birmingham. He's very handsome. He dresses well. Sometimes he has a little beard, which is cute, even though I'm not a beard gang person. I prefer clean-shaven men. But yeah, he's very handsome. He dresses well. I think he does music or something like that. But I remember seeing him one time when I went to my cousin's baby father's party, and yeah, he was just there. Even though he was drunk and that, didn't really chat to him and that. But I was thinking, he's actually very handsome. Like his features, the way he dresses, all of that. He's so handsome. Like, and when I'm talking about handsome guys, it's not necessarily guys that I fancy or guys that I want to be in a relationship with,
That's true.
but it's guys that I look at and I just think, wow, like you might actually pause my mind for a second.
Yeah.
And a mind might, like mine, I'm always thinking of a million thoughts at once. So yeah, when I seen him, I was just like, yeah, he's nice. But I'll probably never tell him. And if he never sees this, he'll probably never know. And that's actually okay. I'm happy with that.
Get to you, gotta see mine then.
Skeptas.
No, I think you know what? Like, I think some of the guys that we've mentioned as well.
Yeah.
I think just knowing also, because I think being handsome is one thing in terms
Yeah.
of what you look like aesthetically.
Yes.
But also, I think being handsome is also the way you conduct yourself and the way that you
Yes.
put yourself
Yeah.
out there.
Yes.
And sorry to jump in there, babes, but I think we need to discuss Stormzy. And
Stormzy is
I think we
definitely
do.
Stormzy. Stormzy's up, and that's why I like him, because I like the aura about him. It's the thing about women is we like stability, we like
So tall
power.
as well.
So when you see a tall guy who's like,
Tough.
yeah, like you're doing what you got to do, you can make somebody laugh. You look like you pay bills. Yeah. It makes you feel like, yeah, sure, the man for me.
Yeah, it's a manly man though.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
he is. No, Stormzy could get it.
You know what I really like about Stormzy, right? He puts his mum in his video. He's had his real girlfriend in his video. He made a song to his woman. Like, he talks about God.
Yeah.
He's tried singing, not just rapping. Do you know what I mean?
He wears his heart on his sleeve, don't he?
He actually does a lot of community work as well. Like that
Yeah.
young girl that got killed in Croydon. He went to her funeral and he was speaking there, and he was at the vigil and stuff. I saw him
He's a
there, so
good
that-
guy. He's like one of those guys like, you're a
Yeah.
good guy. Everyone would love to date. You're taken, but you're a good guy.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
a good
We
guy
like
and we
ya.
appreciate you. And I hope that he marries Maya Jama.
So do I.
I hope they get married.
So do I.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
back
I'm so
together.
happy about that.
Like, breathe
I'm here for it.
darling,
Yes,
breathe
please.
it.
So now let me say, let me ask this, because of course I got to represent for America. We absolutely love
Black
these
girl.
two guys, right? I'm not going to get on that topic.
Okay, go
Go
on.
on.
We absolutely love these two guys.
Go on.
Daniel Kaluuya
Yeah.
and Damson Idris.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Damson Idris, yes.
He is one sexy. He's
Damson
sexy.
is
cute.
So
But
handsome.
But I think Daniel's
Literally.
sexier because he's so quiet. He's so quiet, and he's just so, I don't know if it's talent, because I also am attracted to like talent when I see someone's really talented, but there's something about
excellent actor,
Daniel.
yeah.
I bet you he could make you scream in the bedroom. That's all I'm
don't
saying.
find
He looks like he could.
I
He
think
looks like he could.
Damson is so handsome. You see Damson, yeah, I think he could literally, like, I know he's an actor, he's already famous, but if he wasn't, like,
He would still be
definitely- He needs
sexy.
to be a model. He is so beautiful.
Yes,
his
he's
dark skin. I love his athletic structure. I love his features. Like, he just looks so handsome. He looks like he smells good. Like, if I
He's
seen him,
funny.
I would have to go. like Biden.
He's one of those boyfriends you want to keep around. Like once you've dated all of the frogs and then you meet him, you're like, oh my God, you picked up the pieces from the last person who hurt me.
I don't know,
He looks
Damson
like
is so
that
He does look
type.
that
I
type.
think if I saw Damson in real life, I think I would be so in awe that I wouldn't even like. I would just be like, because my facial reactions. I'm a Pisces. I wear my facial reactions on my face. If I saw Damson Idris, I don't think I'd even be able to say hello to him. I'd be that stunned. Like I think he is so like actually beautiful. Daniel Kaluuya. I don't know if I would say he's. I don't think he's
I'm not here
ugly.
for it. I'm not here
I
for
love
it.
his skin tone, most attractive skin tone in the world ever.
Yes.
But in terms of facial features, like his nose is small for a black guy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, I don't know. I prefer Damson Idris looking guys, big features, big cheekbones. You know what I mean?
Hair for the cheekbones.
Yeah.
Kano. What do you guys think of Kano?
Definitely top
I
10.
just think he's cute.
Top 10.
With Kano, I think he's handsome. He's tall, yeah, but he's not necessarily like if he wasn't famous and all that. I think it's easy to fancy people who are famous, right? It's easy to fancy people who look more popping and that haven't lived that lifestyle. They're in the limelight. They've got a certain amount of money and power about them. But when I think of these guys, do I think they're gorgeous? I'm thinking of taking the fame away from them and just putting them in my local area.
So you wouldn't date Kano?
Kano is not my type. If Kano was just my neighbour and all that, I wouldn't fancy him. I promise
Oh,
you, I
I
wouldn't
would-
fancy him.
yeah.
Hello.
No shade on Kano. I do think he's good looking, but I don't
Tap me
fancy
on my
him.
shoulder in the club. Let's leave, baby.
I think Scorcher's so much more handsome.
Oh, yeah,
I'm so
no,
sorry.
okay, I've
Scorcher is bomb.
Scorcher's always been so fine to me.
Do you know
But I'm
what?
gonna be honest. One thing I never liked about Scorcher
Snow.
was that I feel like I've watched his movies, I've listened to his music. His music to me didn't really prosper, but I did like him in
The Intent?
that movie. Did he? Yeah, Intent.
Oh, yeah.
I loved him in Intent, but I feel like if I'm honest, it came across as if you know how you were saying about the Bad Boys. It was like he was always trying too hard. And I don't like guys who try too hard. Like when we was
guys who
talking
know they're
about-
fine.
Have you ever
about
met him
the
in
man
real
who
life?
Actually, I've met him in real life. You know, like he might not remember, but it was in a club. Like he was in the section, and he was just, and the men that was around him, it was like he wanted them yes men.
Yeah.
Maybe he's changed
Oh, because
now.
I've been around him and he
This
wasn't
was
acting
years
like
ago.
that
That's
when
what I'm
I've
saying.
seen
Maybe it was
him.
more of a social setting. I can't say I've been with
Yeah.
him in a social setting. It was more like a club vibe, but it was very much given. And he was the only person that was known there, like celebrity wise. And it was and he wasn't paid to be there, so it wasn't like you're hosting. When you're hosting, it's okay. You can act like everybody's meant to be on you. But for me, I felt like it was like he wanted everybody to like know he was there, and wanted everybody to be like, I'm Scorcher, I'm Scorcher, I'm Scorcher. Oh my gosh, you see Scorcher over there? Like it was like.
But some people need that.
Because I've actually been to many parties
where
he's
I felt
where
like I
he's
got
hosted.
wannabe gangster from him.
Yeah, I've been to parties where he's kind of hosted and stuff like that in Trent Park Manor, I think it's called. He used to have those red cup parties, and I always used to go. And he never used to act like that then. He used to be so humble in the corner, like with his little friends. Not
More
really,
money, more problem.
Not really kind of.
Yeah.
Perception from him.
Yeah, but what when I'm talking time frame wise, I'm talking like just before lockdown, the years before, the few years before lockdown.
First starting.
Did he just come out?
But see, this is why I like
What,
Kano.
like 20 years ago?
Not
He's humble.
20 years ago.
This
I
is-
would say
this-
probably like.
this is why I like Kano.
Probably like 8 years ago. It was probably like 8 years ago.
Okay, so we all, before we came here, we had a list of guys. We did it down to top 15, top 10, I'm going to just read off my top 10. We already know Idris. I'm going to take him out and read from there, okay?
Go, girl.
So we got Junior, Skepta, Daniel Kaluuya, Damson Idris, Teg Alexander. He's fine. Tosin Cole, Mo Gilligan, Stormzy, Michael Ward, Kano. That's top 10.
Okay, you made a top 10.
That's top 10.
Okay, I've got a top 5. I don't have a top 10 because, you know, my top 5, I'm talking about the whole package. And some of these guys, I don't really know them to understand their full potential or whatever. So I'm going to choose, right? And I know that some of these are going to be controversial. So, of course, my number 1 is Big Tobes. Everybody knows that I fancy Big Tobes. He's so buff. Yeah, I'm going to keep it simple with that one. Michael Ward, he is so handsome. He is so handsome. His features, his lips, his his skin color, the contrast of his lip color with his skin.
Having a
He is
moment.
just buff.
And he's a
I
really
swear
nice
to God.
guy. He's
Like,
a really
I just
nice
want to
guy.
kiss him, even just once. Like him. I'm gonna say AJ, of course. Anthony Joshua, so buff. I'm gonna put Temper from Birmingham in my top 5, okay? Because we need to represent from up north, especially with me being from up north, and also to my list, I'm gonna add Mike GLC. I think he is so
He's fine.
attractive, so masculine, so hench with it, and yeah, I appreciate the masculinity. Yeah, that's what I will say. Did I say 5?
Okay, yeah,
Did I say
your
5?
5?
Yeah.
Okay, my top 5, I mentioned him already. It would be AJ, so that's Anthony Joshua. I love his stance. I love his structure. I love the fact that he works out. I mean, I'm in my sports. I'm in my fitness. Like,
Go for it.
it works. And also mindset. I love what he actually projects on the social media. Stormzy. I'm loving that he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's a community guy. And he's built himself to where he is. Respectfully, he's got Maya Jama, so I'm going to stay in my distance. A new one actually that got shown to me today, which is Tiga Alexander.
Yeah.
I'm liking him. Some dark chocolate.
Let's all go
right
in his
there.
DMs together. Let's all collectively be like,
I know, right?
may the best woman win.
He's new. So anyone that don't know him, like me, Google him. Tiga Alexander. He's a newbie. And then Mo Gallagher, he's cute. Obviously, I just like what he oozes in terms of being a comedian. Dark chocolate, nice beard. And then Ovi, I never watched him during Love Island. I do not watch Love Island. But he's cute, he's handsome, he's a basketball player, he's probably got the height going on. I'm liking him. Yeah.
Okay, so my top 5 is.
Our top 5.
Okay, I'll top
Weird to
five,
say,
we
yeah.
don't share this one. Okay, so I'm not gonna put them in order because I don't really want to say who's top, but anyway, Skepta for sure. I like Mist because I needed to put. I used to live in Wolverhampton, so I got to put a little someone from the Midlands in there. And I think he's fine. I don't know, it's something about his accent, and he just gives me. Anyway,
He's muscly.
yeah, it's just something. The Ovi, what's his name? Ovi.
Ovi.
I only just saw him yesterday for the first time. I don't watch Love Island, but he is a strong man, and just everything about. When I saw the picture of him, I just wanted to just
Melt, right?
So yeah, that part. And then I know this is gonna be kind of controversial. He is younger than me, but I've always found him hella attractive. I wouldn't date him, but he's fine as hell. Is Mo Stax. Yeah, I find
Oh, yeah. Do you know what he is?
I always liked his music. I like his aura.
He is cute.
Fun boy vibes. Like I feel like he would make me laugh. Like I like him. We could be friends. And do you know what? Yeah, it's crazy because I put 2 people in the same. I put like a little
Slash. Yeah.
But it was Gets and Gigs. Like Gigs just gives me like
Boss.
Hella tall as well.
Jay-Z
Gigs is
vibes.
giving me, yeah, like and nobody's gonna try me. He's gonna slap them in the face. So yeah, I love you, Gigs. But then Gets is still kind of like the cheesy, and he's fine, and he's got the pecs, so they're kind of like on the same level. And then obviously the what's his name?
Tag Alexander.
Yeah.
Fine too.
So let me
glad
ask
he
this
made your
question.
list.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, he was in my list. I love strong black men. I'm sorry for the light skinned guys, but you guys give me a little bit sensitive. I don't like sassy, so I need a strong black man.
No coloring,
A few of us are single, so yeah.
So let me ask it. I'm gonna ask a question from the list. The one person you meet in the club, you leave with. Go fantasy. Who you leaving the club with?
Skepta.
I don't think I'm ready to answer
No,
yet.
just answer it. It's just fantasy. This is
Do you
not
know
real
what?
life.
Do you know what?
Who you
Honestly,
leaving
from the
the club
day that
with?
I saw him in real life, AJ. He's always been AJ.
Taupe, straight, like
Okay. What's yours?
Girl, we sharing Skepta. I'm
Okay.
leaving with Skepta.
Okay. So can
Skepta or
can I do
Junior?
a slash?
Yeah.
I know I just said I wouldn't date her, but most acts. If I, you know, maybe
Cool.
just for a little while.
Okay. So we came up with the top 5 that we keep mentioning. Okay. We have Anthony Joshua. We have Teg Alexander. My baby daddy, Skepta. You can
Mine
marry
too.
him. I'll just be the baby mama.
That's fine. I got a child.
Ovi. And did I say Idris Elba already?
You did.
I did. But he's like Idris, so take him out. He's Idris. We know he's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
I think Ovi's better looking than Skepta.
No, we're really gonna do this.
I know
Look at his
Ovi's better than
He is
Skepta.
fine.
Look at his, he is
I
more
think if
handsome.
we were to take a
Ovi.
vote, I think Skepta would be the number one hottest
I think
UK man.
it's a split decision. It's a
I
split
think
decision.
Skepta and Teg Alexander would be.
You can't choose two.
I can't choose two. Okay.
can't.
Hold
You
on, wait.
choose Skepta,
Let
I'll
me
choose
call
Teg.
it, okay? Because 1, 2, 3. We like Tiga.
We like
Hold on,
Teg.
you haven't even commented on Tiga.
Tiga.
Yeah, Tiga
I've only seen him
Alexander.
once though, so
So
I
maybe
don't want to
it's
give a
him.
biased
Got the
opinion.
5. We've narrowed it down to the 5 sexiest men that I think collectively we say
It's
these
supposed to be
guys
handsome men.
are sexy, handsome men.
Okay.
We have Tiga Alexander. We have Skepta, Ovi, Idris Elba, and Anthony Joshua. Now we gotta narrow this down, ladies. 1 through 5. How are you doing it?
I would basically, if I'm going from being handsome and sexy, I would definitely have to start with AJ first. I'm not being ageist, but Idris is a little bit older than the other guy, so he's a bit further down on the list. Ovi would be second, though. I think Ovi's definitely more handsome than the other guys. Yeah, then I would put I think Skepta would be before Idris. And I have to put that other guy last because I don't really know who he is. I've only seen him once. So yeah.
Okay, how would you rate?
I would say AJ. I would say AJ, Ovi, Tiga, Idris, then Skepta. Skepta's not even in my top 10.
It's definitely given Skepta, Ovi, Tiga, Idris, and then Anthony Joshua.
So no, you. So from those 5, I'm gonna give Skepta, Tiga, Ovi, Idris, Anthony Joshua. Oh, the same order?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. So now that we've given our top 5, it has been calculated. These numbers are based off of a point system.
Okay.
So if you were our number one guy, you got 5 points. If you were in the number 5 slot, you got 1 point. Everybody ready? Drum roll. At number 5, coming in with a strong 8 points, we have everyone's favorite uncle, Idris Elba.
Woo! Idris.
You're so
Now,
fine.
the next one is a tie. Coming in with 12 points, we have Anthony Joshua and Tiga Alexander. Ladies,
for it.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
and
here
you
for it.
ladies, if y'all don't know him, look him up.
Look him.
So we get down to the number 1 and number 2 spot. Doom, 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 doom. Coming in at a strong 13 points. And when I say very strong, I would have given 15. My baby daddy, your husband, Skepta, meaning the number 1 sexiest UK man, coming in with 14 points is Ovi.
And he's fine.
He's fine. He's
He's
fine.
nice.
All agree on
Yeah,
that.
I feel like
he's
that
fine.
works.
Listen,
That works.
His handsome
That
looks, his height, his dark skin.
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Yeah,
fine.
I think he actually works perfectly because
Yeah.
all of us, like, even though we all gave who we thought was sexy,
We collectively
we
agreed on
collectively
him.
was like,
Agreed on
that's a
Ivy.
good looking
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And even after I only just saw who he was yesterday, that man is fine.
Is he? Does he smell good? Did you see him in person?
I haven't seen him in first person.
Oh.
Met him,
I mean,
I've
gosh.
seen him. I shouldn't have said met. I mean, saw him on social media.
On social media.
First time.
Somebody
I never even knew who he
DM
was.
us. Let us know how he spells.
My sister-in-law showed me. She was like, "How about him?" And I was like, she said from Love Island initially, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't watch Love Island." Then when I saw this man,
I was like, why did I not watch Love Island?
Now we are going to do some honorable mentions. Some people who did not make the list,
Yes.
who are still fine. I guess we can go ahead.
Yeah,
You have a
okay.
list already ready?
I would say there's a few others. I think Conan is fine. I think who else? I honestly used to have a little crush on Jay Haas. I think he's cute.
He's all right.
He gives a little rough around the edges, and I always like a man that's a little rough around the edges. I want somebody that, if I get into an argument with someone, will slap a bitch for me. But yes, yeah, I like Jay Haas. Who else? I'm trying to think athlete-wise, but I can't really think of anyone else that's like.
Well, you said earlier you like Central C, Fecky.
Oh yeah, definitely. Becky, nice. Central
Becky's
C.
cute.
I love Central. What Central C has, but I love
looks
what
about
he's
15.
done. But I love what he's done for like the UK community, and I feel like as culture, I should say, actually, the UK culture. I love what he's done for the UK culture, and I'm probably too old for him, or he's too young for me, whichever way around you want to do it. But he's not a bad-looking young man.
He's not bad
He's a
looking,
bad-looking
but
young man.
I'm not here for it.
Who's on
I
your
don't
honorable
think he's a
mention list?
good-looking young man.
Sorry.
Who's on your honorable mention list?
So I would like to mention, who can I go with? I've done Bugsy already. I'll go for, do you know, I'm going to go old school. I would go for Romeo. So solid. I'll go
Yeah.
Harvey. So solid.
They are very good-looking men.
I'm
Or were.
I'm
I
here for it.
saw Romeo for time.
Harvey still
Harvey
looks
not too
really
long ago.
handsome.
Yeah.
He's still taking care of himself. Yes.
So-
I'll stick with those two. I'm not going to stretch it. I think those two. I'm going to stick old school.
I'm not sure if this is going to be a popular opinion or unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say Scraps. I think that Scraps.
He made my list
He
for honorable
oozes
mentions.
masculinity. He takes care of his personal hygiene. He smells good. He dresses good. He can wear tracksuits or suits. He's growing his hair a little bit now, looking a little cute in that. I liked his video, that Mike Tyson, Iron Mike video where he's boxing in the mirror. I was like, oh, go on, love.
If I'm gonna do honorable mentions, I like personality. I like people
Yeah.
with big personalities, funny people. So I would do Tion Wayne. I think
Yeah.
honorable mention.
like him.
Tiana's cute.
Dave.
Yes,
I
love
think,
Dave.
yeah,
Oh, we miss
yeah.
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave
I
is
think
fine,
he,
too.
if we're going to talk about older men, right?
Yeah.
Right? Reg 32, Freddie
Yes, love
Nwaka,
Reg
like,
32,
yeah.
Reg
So
32.
this
Even though he's great for coming and he's still looking.
sexy older guy.
Reg is
Yeah,
Grace
we
come
can get
through,
it,
yeah.
We can't forget the
only reason
zaddies.
I was mentioning the younger ones is because we need someone for the younger ones, like Diggity. You don't think he's cute for a young boy? You was
I mean-
21. Put you in your. Don't
No,
forget the
do you know
fact
what?
that he's a little
Diggity,
boy.
no, do you know what? When you bring it there,
Was we have to
Diggity is
say for the
cute.
younger
No, because you know
crowd.
why
He's not
else?
cute,
When he gets
though.
older, he's actually going to be a
Okay,
fine
he's a handsome
specimen.
young
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So he hasn't
yeah.
grown into his looks yet, is what
No,
I'm saying.
no,
He's
no,
a
no.
young
But
man
he's
for
cute though.
us.
He's cute.
But somebody his age would think he was very handsome.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
recollect in
here.
5 years and do this again. And we'll
Yeah.
see if he's grown into it by then.
I think he will. I think he will. I
I
think
think everybody agrees with us. If not, yell at Bobby. Should we give the original list? Because I feel like we should throw
Bobby was
in.
first.
So we're gonna go through the original list of what we were given for the top.
Go on, hit it, babes.
Okay, go girl.
So we have the number one spot. Well, no, this is first on the list. Skepta,
Yeah.
Damson Idris, John Boyega. He's fine. He gets a strong. He's like an 11.
He's alright.
Like top
He's
10, I would
alright.
give him 11.
About 5 people mentioned him to me.
Yeah,
They said they
John
should have been on my
Boyega is
list.
he's sexy. We got Scorcher. We got my baby Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Dave, Stormzy,
Can't see it with Dave.
Kano,
Dappy.
Dappy.
We have Central
Okay.
C, but I did him for the culture. We got Big Tobes, your favorite.
Cash.
Cash is cute.
Cash is very good looking. I only found out who he was due to this kind of.
No.
Anthony Joshua, if he's single, I hope you bag him.
Michael Ward. We talked about he's adorable.
Thank you for that, girl.
Very gorgeous. Beautiful.
Freddie, that's
Dresses
your
So
fave.
well.
Freddie's your fave.
Tion Wayne.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's all right. He's not my favourite.
No.
Oh, Fred. Sorry,
Yeah,
Fred.
Fred. Is
Oh,
that
I
it?
thought you
Yeah,
meant
Fred.
Fredo.
No, the older man,
Yeah,
the older
Fred.
guy. Yeah.
He's very handsome.
Isn't
Yeah.
Fredo locked up? You know, let me shut up. Young
Yes,
Bane,
Yes.
Fecky,
Becky's cute.
Bugsy Malone,
Mm-hmm.
Idris Elba, Young Ads, we didn't get into him, Wretch 32,
Cute.
Marge, and
Marks.
Ashley Waters. I know Top Boy, we all loved him. I wouldn't have put him on this list, but you know
wanna
what?
put Ashley D on there.
He was fine when he was younger, though. I
Ashley
think
is
he's
the man with
No,
the
I love him. I love Duchesne, but
still,
I would
yeah.
not.
Do you know what I
like-
have to say? I
wouldn't
can't
give a
even
sec.
go there because he looks very like when he's in his strong health state. He looks very much like my brother.
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
right,
I was just gonna
okay.
say
He
good.
looks
I was
very-
gonna be like, really?
No, he
Let me
looks
go
very.
back.
No, do you know what? I
there
can
was
actually
Ro-
say, even as a sister,
He's
my
a
brother's
good-looking guy, but not
handsome,
like
But no, not for me.
There was Romeo So Solid, Fredo.
Fredo's cute. He just got good
Fredo
hair.
was cute,
Fredo's
but little
good
boy.
looking.
Yeah.
There was Getz. There was Straps. There was Don.
Strapsy.
Strapsy. I'm not quite sure who he's. Bashi. Oh, I didn't say Bashi. He's from.
Bashi's very
he's from North
handsome.
Boise. I got a
Bashi's
big-
alright.
I love Bashi, and I like him in the movie where he's like acting like as like the real old man in the slavery, like it's like slavery time.
Yeah.
Seen it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Love him. in
I love
that.
his song
He's
Black
definitely-
Boys.
I love
Yeah,
that
Black boys,
song.
black boys, yeah, we love
Definite-
black
yeah.
boys. And one
That's
day
when
we're
you got
gonna be
ratings
black
from
men.
me.
That is a massive
you gotta
tune.
give
One
them
of the
props.
best tunes
Yeah.
that's ever come out of the UK. We love that song.
Yeah.
We have
Juan
Emil
Bashi.
Amin, David Oyelowo.
And that's Mo Gilligan.
Mo Gilligan.
Tiny Temper. I do love Tiny Temper. I've always
Very
loved Tiny
handsome
Temper.
guy.
And then Raheem
Symmetrical
Sterling.
features.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we got
Sterling's
some.
very handsome.
If there's anybody we forgot, please holla at Bobby.
Hold tight, hold tight,
And of
Sterling.
course, Bobby's on the list. But he said, "Take me off. I'm not single."
Yes, he was our number one.
Let's have it, Bobby.